Okay, so today I'm going to try and test out a super crit build. So we're going to be using Tactical Assault Sledgehammer because he increases assault crit damage by 225%. But first, before I show my actual heroes, I want to point out that I'm not 100% sure if this is bugged or not. Because as you can see, it was 345 then, we just changed it, it's a 420 crit hit damage. Either it's bugged and it does only 420%, or it's displaying 420 when really it should be doing 570% crit damage. I'm not 100% sure if it's just a visual bug or an actual bug, but even so, it's more crit damage, so we'll test it out anyway. And my loadout is I have preemptive strike. Nothing else really for damage wise for soldiers. Nothing else really is good for this apart from preemptive strike. So that's what I'm using here. First shot Rio just for those 2 guaranteed crits at the start. I'm gonna like that. Mad tidings. So it stacks up to 50 times at 1% extra damage every shot. So that's quite good. Same with Bulletstorm Jonesy. Pretty much the same thing. 1% only 25 stacks. We've got extra 17% assault damage here, and then I've took out Wukong for explosions or anything for damage. I just want survivalist for extra healing and all that, and I'm going to change a few of these gadgets around. But let's get this into a mission, power 100 mission. I just want to see how good this class is. Right, so I just want to test. I should get around 113,000 crit damage. Okay, 100. Right, so I think it's just a visual bug. I don't think it's a regular bug. So let's just see how good this is against these guys. So one hit, they're guaranteed crits. These aren't though. So we're relying on the crit rating just to proc a bit, which didn't seem to there. Ideally, we'd like a smasher. I should not have gone in an exploding death burst zone, but mostly one hitting all these guys here, which is what we want. The crit isn't even procking half of these. Right, if I can find a smasher, that is the proper test. I'd like to try it on the Merc LMG as well. Only getting a dub 2 instant crits at the start though, so I'm going to look for some Miss Monsters, some, takers, some smashes, some blasters. Let's get all these guys just before we do it though. Come on, I'm going to use the Wraith for these just because it's physical. Let's see if we can train him. Reload. Lose all the the buffs. No, he's getting through him quite fast. I'll try it without moving. Yeah, we can do it without moving. Frenzied Death Burst isn't the greatest again. Neither is Exploding Death Burst. Right, time to go to some Mist Monster. Right, I found a Mist Monster. It's a nature one, so we're going to get the guaranteed first 2 crits. Reload this when it ever reloads. Put Slowing Field down just so we can really see how much damage we're doing. And here we go. Oh, that's not as much damage as I expected. I expected that to really, shred through him there. I'm not sure what happened. Let's hopefully we can find another Miss Monster, see what the other weapons do. But the Mercury... Oh, this is doing well, though. Silent Spectre did well there. But the Mercury LMG didn't do anywhere near as much damage as I hoped it would do. Right, so we have a couple takers. I'm just going to reload again. See if we can one-shot headshot. Guaranteed crit. I missed. No, it didn't. Maybe it is bug after all, because really that should... I think it should one-shot. I'm not sure. It feels like it's doing more than your regular, assault built soldier would do, though. Last guy. Oh man, I thought I fell off the map. Come on, really struggling to get this last kill. Let's try the Merc LMG again. Get the guaranteed crit. Maybe this will kill him. Yeah, that kills him. Right, I'm hopefully going to find another smash. Nope, just a couple more blasters. I'll take these out anyway, for the sake of it. Right, it does really well. I'll give it that. It is very good, but I think that it's definitely bugged at the moment, because it should be doing a lot more than 420 unless in a mission. No, it still says 420. It should be doing a lot more than that. I'm relying far too much on reloading to get the crit when it's really... I don't really want the guaranteed crit. I just want to amp up the pure damage we can keep getting every time, so it's more and more damage. Again, look, right, there's a couple more, one or two Miss Monsters over here. We'll take this guy out. How about him? Nope. Wrong element of weapon anyway. About 2 to 3 shots on a blaster. That's quite good. I'll give it that. 2 to 3 shots on a blaster is quite decent. We've got 3 shots in this. Oh! One of the crits just proc then. I think 1 procced and 2 didn't. I'm still looking for another not a blaster, a smasher though. Right, I found a new batch of husks. I'll reload this. Let's just use the Silent Spectre, because I know this is a really good weapon. Mow through these guys. There was a Frenzied Death Burst, wouldn't have to be stepping back a bit, that's guaranteed crit. Will this one hit this guy? No. Doesn't have enough base damage, I don't think. No, normal damage a shot. Much better fire rate than the Wraith though. Got through them fairly easily. Really did. But I'm going to switch this out now for the Candy Corn LMG, just because this guy's more of an LMG specialist. If you want, because you're going to amp up, well this build is anyway, you're going to amp up damage per shot, every shot by 2%, up to 25%, then we're only getting 1% up for another 25 shots. But this is going to be quite good. Right, we're going to use the Candy Corn LMG this whole time now. But the thing is, if you're using Candy Corn, and you don't need to run Adrenaline Rush on this build at all, because every kill you're getting health back. If you use the Candy Corn, you're getting these little candies here, which can just give you more health as well. So you can run something else rather than Adrenaline Rush. This time I use this, the Slowing Field, just so this is only really in hopes I can kind of smash it and see, just to get the damage off without him charging past and me having to track it. That's it really. But you could always have something like what they called proximity mines, which I don't think anyone uses anyway, or airstrike, which would be quite good. Very quickly, just because the smasher came, let's just see the damage. Oh, he kind of put a bit of damage into that. That was fairly decent though, still fairly good. Again, 1, 2. I think this is slightly bugged. I don't feel like I'm getting the numbers I should be getting with this build. I really don't understand. But yeah, right. Rest of this we're just going to be using. I don't know which LMG I should use. Depends. If it's a load of nature enemies or, you know, elemental, I'll be using the Mercury LMG. If it's mostly physical, I'll be using the Candy Corn LMG. Right, we just started. It's mostly fire enemies that are coming through, and we'll just test this out. Our damage will amp up loads. So we'll see the actual damage. We'll see it now on the Candy Corn. Not Candy Corn. Mercury. 22,000 per shot. This should be higher once I get a few more shots off. Again, the crit doesn't seem to proc as much as it should, and it should be doing a lot more damage than it is. So Epic will hopefully fix this eventually, because this patch has brought a lot of bugs through. Get a few shots off here. That's working well. Very good for mowing down hordes. So we're on 22,000 before. We are now on 28,000. A bit more damage per shot. I don't think it'll amp up anymore. No, we've reached the maximum. Well, this is still working quite decently, this build. Like, if you look at my health, only thing getting infected really is my shield, but I'm getting all my health back. Right, look at that. Look at my health now. Get a few kills. It's just coming back fairly quickly. This guy's going to ruin it, though. Lock onto these. I'm going to switch to the Candy Corn now. Just so we get those little heal pods, like so. This will be doing less damage just because it's physical against a element, but it doesn't matter too much. Look at that. Melting them, yeah, we're doing quite well with this. This weapon melting quite fast. I'm trying not to use any of my abilities. I will if I have to. Now, will I go down this mission? Where is she? For LMGs now, I think if you're going to use a build like this, it would be much better to have plus magazine size on your weapons. Just so you're getting, I don't know, just better in my opinion, because you're going to reload if you have a smaller mag size. You're going to be reloading much more, and you're going to have really less damage overall. Less potential DPS. Because you'll be reloading, you'll be losing that at most 75% extra damage you've gained just from shooting, I think, 50 bullets. Now, what I want to try with this class, it's not to do with assault damages or crits. I want to take damage, and I want to see if throwing a turret up will grant me health. So I'm just going to take some damage down here, if possible. This guy can hit me. Can you hit me, mate? Thank you. Right. If I put a turret up, will it heal me once it gets a kill? Well, I've just gone back to full health, and I really do not understand why. Okay. Is that a bug? Is that someone's perk? I have no idea what's happening. And we have a leecher over there. Just back to this. Oh, I only did one shot in that. We did half the health pretty much in one shot, though. Not sure if the crit procced or not. That I did there. Right, here we go. I'm going to have my turret up again. Let's see if my health goes up just from using the turret. It does! Okay, that's good. That's really good. So if you get really sticky situation, you have to reload. Just throw a couple turrets up. They'll get a few kills for you. Yeah, health will be coming back. It's just much better. You don't have to run Adrenaline Rush in this class. Like, most people just use turrets and Adrenaline Rush. This one can do without, though. It really can. Another blaster. Amp up that damage. Once I get to 4 more shots, and that's the maximum damage you can have on this weapon, is 18,000. So it's less than the Mercury LMG, but it's got a faster fire rate. And, oh no, it's got the same crit damage. Try that again. Yeah, still 18,000. It is melting through mist monsters at a very good rate, though. But again, I do not know if this is bugged or not, so I don't know. Someone will have to help me out with this. If it is a bug, is the crit damage bugged on this class or not? Right, so when we reload, that'll reset that for. Oh, we went to 20,000. Why has it gone to 91,000? Why has it gone to 86? I don't know why it's gone. Oh no, that's because the crit is guaranteed now. That's a crit. Now that's a crit, and that should go back down to 18. Nope. Well, I've got an extra bit of damage from somewhere. Well, I will take it happily. While we absolutely mow down these enemies. Look at my health though, I've still not gone down. You can get those candies and you back up. Very good. No adrenaline rush. Or you can just run this slowing field like I've done. If the objective gets, you know, very sticky situation, that was a one hit there. We can just throw it down, slow everything around it. Very good. He's still leeching over there. We can't one hit from this range, which is quite annoying. Throw the turret down again. Now here we go. We have a slow field trap. Let's just say you're really in trouble. There's just a chance to reload a bit. Let's get the Mercury LMG out. Reload. Get the guaranteed crits. There we go. Right, I don't think you do much damage in the slowing field. I'm not sure if you can notice that, but I feel like I'm doing significantly less damage in the slowing field. I've never really looked over what it properly does. Maybe it does do less damage. Just slows enemies, but they get more health. I don't know. Again, if someone can look at that at the end. But that's a weird one. Maybe don't use the slowing field then. It really looks and feels like it was doing much less damage than it should have. Both with these guys. Again, my health's quite full. Not really healed. I willingly healed myself. Gone to anybody for heals. Just this weapon and this build itself is really good. I will, however, eventually put. Oh, look at that on a flinger. I'll put a magazine size on this weapon, just for the sake of it. So we're keeping those high damage numbers high rather than reloading and losing them, which what should happen. Collect all this stuff. Not getting as many mist monsters as I hoped. Right and cute. Again, mowing through that fairly quickly. Now, with this hero build, I really do think there's some sort of bug in it. But once it's working how it should be, these numbers should be even higher once I crit. Much higher. I mean, there's always that. Always remember that. Can always get a lot better than what's happening, and you can also make sure your survivors all have plus range damage, you know, match all 5 plus range damage, even more damage outputting. Get a few more of these. Where did that fire guy appear from? I swear he just magically appeared there. Yeah, mist monsters stand no chance against this class. Look at that. We're done. I mean, considering it felt like I didn't do much, I still had highest combat there. And we did have, I don't know, I think Leo Hack was just leeching, doing other things. Well, I'm not sure what Mr. Zombie, I think Mr. Zombieland came, but that is a very low combat score. Okay, again, this build in theory should be amazing with LMGs. If you just get that mag size on, very, very good. It does feel very bugged though, just because of that crit assault damage. It didn't seem to be doing as much as it should have been. Just, I mean, I knew there was at least a visual bug, but it seems to be a proper thing altogether. Just complete bugged, but I think it worked okay, you know, against the mist monsters and all that. It worked very well. But yeah, thank you for watching, and see you next time.